वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की शुद्ध भगत चरण शुद्ध भगत चरण रेणु भजन अनुकूल शुद्ध भगत चरण रेणु भजन अनुकूल भगत सेवा परम सिद्धि भगत सेवा प्रेम लती जतने पालन Premorous Prabhu. Speaks about Prahlad Maharaj Katha. Yeah, yesterday we talked about Dhruva Katha, Dhruva Maharaj Katha, Prahlad and Ambarish. And just to speak the intents or the teaching of Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Shiksha. Please come, Prabhu. Chair? Huh? Do you want chair?
No. Om Ajnanatirandasya Jnanam Janasakaya Chakshurunmittam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namam Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta Namaste Gurudevaya Saraswati Pradayine Salamundarupaya Salamundarupaya Shri Guru Paramananda Paramananda Parapara Vajananda Paramananda Sirayananda Jaya Om Shagara Patarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vidhi Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaste Narasingaya Praladadadayine Hiranyakashipur Bhaksha Shiratonganakarai Hito Nishingo Parato Nishingo Yato Yato Yantato Nishingo Bahe Nishingo Hidaye Nishingo Narsinganim Sharanam Prapati Narsinganim Sharanam Prapati. So, Prahlad Maharaj and Hiranyakashipu story, Harikatha. It's quite some time I didn't get into that. But I will say that Prahlad Maharaj, like Maharaj said, was a great bhakta. One thing about faith, that Prahlad Maharaj has such a faith in the Lord, is that the symptom of faith, I will say, is who is one very good quality of devotees is utsaha, enthusiasm. Utsaha nishchaya dhyarya kama vivartana. This is the what Rupa Goswami said when the qualities of devotees. The first he said utsaha. So utsaha is the very life force of faith, and therefore that's why Maharaj, wherever he goes, it becomes a festival. And festival is called Utsava. So Utsaha, Utsava. So Utsava means festival to what? To become Utsaha, to become very enthusiastic. If no, this enthusiasm is like the barometer of our faith. And the opposite of that is what? It's laziness, indifference, and so on. It means we are despondent, what do you say? Despondent. So this is completely the opposite. So actually, Bhakta, who is like the caliber of Prahlad Maharaj, I will retain this specific quality of Bhakta Prahlad. They were very enthusiastic. We know that at his school, when with his boyfriends like that, he was very enthusiastic to always come with the preaching mood to enlighten all his boyfriends, school friends, like that. Despite that, the teachers were trying hard to make them demons, but Bhakta Prahlad Maharaj tried to enlighten them, whatever, like this. So enthusiasm is very important in the life of devotees. That's why Rupa Goswami he said before even utsaha nishchayat, because nishchayat is also kind of faith, determination. comes out. But without enthusiasm, what can we do? This is life force. It's like a force. So we can see here by the Association of Maharaj, the conduction or the Maharaj conducting this whole festival. Everybody is enthusiastic. We can see all the kirtans, more and more they become powerful, enthusiasm, and all the devotees chanting, dancing, like that. So that's the symptom of our faith is developing more and more. Mm. And therefore, devotees are ready to do anything. Where as soon as he opens his eyes and he's happy, oh, a day again I can glorify the Lord and like that. And always enthusiastic. I remember in ISKCON we had this Bhakta John. Always there was a Bhakta John in some temples all over the world, very enthusiastic. Like that. Very enthusiastic. As soon as he comes, he's Bhakta John. But as soon as he becomes initiated, then his enthusiasm was diminishing. So because that's how the leaders is important. If the leader is not enthusiastic in relishing Harikatha, Krishna consciousness like that, his life is just that. So how the followers will do. So Bhakta Prabhupada is very enthusiastic. He will make his boyfriend, his school friends dancing and chanting Hare Krishna, and so on, like that. So he was never despondent or lazy or whatever. Very enthusiastic because by his faith he could see the Lord everywhere. And that's why when Hiranyakashipu asked him, where is your Lord? You know, he's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Wherever I go, I see the Lord. You know. Is he in that pillar? Yes, because he's everywhere. And of course, we know Hiranyakashipu didn't believe that. And he tried to smash the pillar and a big sound came out. But Prahlad was always very enthusiastic. Oh, my Lord is like that. Though he has a ferocious figure, a roaring that the whole universe was trembling. But Prahlad was, oh, Lord is here, the Lord is here. So, that's what I wanted to say about enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is very important. If we're not enthusiastic, it means our faith is going down. This is a barometer. Rupa Goswami says so, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur also saying his different purport like that on this verse. I would say Alicia Adiyat. Came up about. So Hare Krishna, I leave Maharaj giving his beautiful Harikatha, and for that we are very enthusiastic to hear.
Sitaphana, about the teaching of Prahlad Maharaj. What is the teaching of Prahlad Maharaj? Not that type of teaching.
अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः मुखं करोति वाचालं मङ्गलं गायति गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं निरतरम् पञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. So I've been instructed to speak about the teachings of Sri Prahlad Maharaj. Srila Gurudev, he met all the acharyas. They have extensively spoken about the teachings of Prahlad Maharaj and this whole Prahlad Charitra. This is very essential for the sadhaka. Someone who wants to advance spiritually, he has to be aware of the teachings of Prahlad Maharaj. They are very essential for those in every stage. And Maharaj yesterday he explained about the nature of the Sakani Bhakta, and today Maharaj he's telling us about who is the Gyani Bhakta. He said he was going to explain about the difference of Gyani and Gyani Bhakta. So Prahlad Maharaj is known as Gyani Bhakta. And Prahlad Maharaj's nature is, you see, the beginning of Prahlad Charitra describes that Yudhisthira Maharaj is asking Narad Muni, he's saying, oh, the nature of Bhagavan is to be impartial. But we see that he comes and he destroys the demons and protects his devotees. So how is he impartial here? So therefore, in that chapter is described that Narad Muni, he starts describing about the nature and character of Prahlad Maharaj. So he describes how Jai Vijay became Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, and how when Hiranyaksha was killed, then Hiranyakashipu, he made a vow that, oh, for my brother's happiness, I'll kill Vishnu, and I'll offer his blood, I'll drink his blood, and my brother will be very happy by this offering. So a demon, Gurudev explains that Hiranyakashipu, he was not atheist, because he believed in God, but he wanted to kill God. He did not have faith in him being, God actually. So Bhagavan's very kind and he helps everyone. But how he helps, Gurudev explains. Like a mother, he has a child, there's a very healthy child, so that child can eat sweets and can eat different kinds of fried things or anything. But the other child is very sick, he cannot digest anything, so therefore she gives neem juice to that child. So it doesn't mean that she's treating them differently, but he's looking after each of them according to their condition. So Bhagavan is also like that. So therefore, Bhagavan, he comes, it is said, Jetahana dasya pade bhavaniram tar dahana avasya dasya korinaishad. Ataiva Krishna nam sevakavatsal apanehuriya bhara jenabritama. That Bhagavan, he's known as sevakavatsal. So just like a mother, he will come and he will help everyone accordingly. So he's coming, he's helping, he's protecting Prahlad Maharaj, but he's also helping Hiranyakashipu by releasing him from that ignorance. So Prahlad Maharaj, he comes in the dynasty of demons, and his father, after doing very severe austerities, Hiranyakashipu received a boon from Lord Brahma that made him think that he was immortal. But due to his pride, he didn't realize that no one is immortal. Even the personality we gave him the benediction is not immortal, so how can he be immortal? But he thought like that, so he started to disturb everyone and everywhere, in Swargalok, everywhere. And he wanted to be worshipped as God himself. So therefore, in his dynasty comes Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj, he heard the teachings of Narad Muni in the womb of his mother for 60,000 years. So also from previous life, he's born as a very, very elevated devotee. He's called Gyani Bhakta because he sees the Lord everywhere and within everything. He's never forgetful of him. He never has to remember him. The Lord is present everywhere all the time. So when Prahlad was a child, then Hiranyakashipu sent him for education to politics, diplomacy, dupliciousness, and hypocrisy, all the things that material learning teaches a materialistic person. But Prahlad's nature was not like this, and he could never be changed. So after being taught for some time, Prahlad Maharaj came back from the ashram of his guru. He was being taught by the sons of Sukacharya. Their names were Sanda and Amaka. So Sanda and Amaka, they were completely full of ignorance, isn't it? So what could they teach someone who was well established in bhakti? So when Prahlad came back, Hiranyakashipu was very happy. And he was very, very, had so much love for Prahlad. Bhakti is very attractive, isn't it? Bhakti doesn't have to be physically peaceful, but he attracts everyone. Sometimes he attracts everyone by all of his qualities. It's very difficult to actually understand that. So when he came back, Hiranyakashipu was very, very, very attached to him and attracted to him. Tears began flowing from his eyes. He took Prahlad in his lap and he smelled his head with so much affection. He said, "Oh Prahlad, of all the teachings that you've received, you've learned, what's the essence, what's the best teaching of all?" So Prahlad, with much respect and affection, he replied to his father. He said, "Oh, tat sadhu manea suravajya dehina, sadasun udigna dhyamasagrahat, grihama patam dvijamanda kupam, banangatuja dhanimashrayata." So he said, oh dear father. He didn't refer to him as father. He said, oh best of the demons. So Hiranyakashipu was very happy because he didn't really. That was the best thing that his son could call him. So he said, oh, he should understand. Really, he was speaking to his father with no fear. Prabhupada, he says, Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati said that Prahlad had no fear. He would preach and he speak the truth. It didn't matter who was in front of him or who was there. There was the topmost demon. He had everyone was surrendered to him, all the demigods and everyone. He was not an ordinary person. But Pilate said, "Oh, my Father, you should understand there's someone who is becoming entangled in material life. Isn't it? That material life is just like a dark, dry well where there is nothing in there." Gurudev used to explain the story of that king or that man that running away from a tag. He had to hide in a dry well, and he was holding onto two branches. So that explains the condition of the living entity. That when in that very dangerous situation where death is there, karma is there, and his life is about to finish, he sees that one drop of honey is falling and he tries to grab that, thinking of everything, thinking of what his condition is. So like that, he said, "Oh, my Father, you should give up that embarrassing position, and you should go to the forest. You should renounce everything. And of all forests, which one is the best? Oh, Vrindavan. There you should go and renounce everything and do bhajan." So when Prahlad said that, his father was very, he wasn't angry, but he started to laugh. He said, he called Sandanamak and he said, "Be very careful. This child's mind is becoming corrupted by someone is coming to the school, some Vaishnava disguised as a teacher or anything, and he's giving these teachings to this boy. So be very careful that does not happen again." So Prahlad was sent back to school, and after some time, again he came back. So each time Prahlad came back that time, and then his father asked the same question. So Gurudev used to explain, there's many teachings. He said, Hiranyakashipu made the same question. He said, Matina Krishna Paratasvatova Mitobi Padeta Grihavatanam Adantapapir Vishatantra Mishram Punapunaschavita Charunana. Oh, my father, he said, stop chewing what has already been chewed. This is your condition, isn't it? And this is where you want me to be, isn't it? A father wants a child to be just like in his same condition. He has done everything. He hasn't been successful in anything, and he's about to die without anything. But he wants the child to follow the same path, isn't it? So like materialistic people are like this. Their consciousness is completely permeated by material desires and everything that's material. It's never permeated by Krishna consciousness. So Prahlad Maharaj, one after another, we know many teachings. He spoke to his father. He said, Naisamati stava durukramangris, Sprisotenarta Pagamojarata, Mahiyam Sampadara Jobishekam Niskincharanamna Bernita Javat. Oh, my father, give up all of this. Give up all of this and simply go and take shelter with Niskinchan Bhakta. Because by being with a Bhakta, then his qualities will come into your heart naturally. The process of sadhana bhakti, Srila Rupa Goswami describes, Kriti sadhya bhavet sadhya bhavasa savanabhidha nitya siddhasya bhavasya prakratyam hridi sadhyata. That the path of perfection takes place by prakratam hridi sadhyata. From the heart of a pure person, that becomes in the heart of those who are following and taking shelter of that pure person. So the heart is purified like that. It comes from the Guru Parampara like that into our heart. So therefore, to take shelter of such personalities is the only thing that can save you, my father. So Prahlad was not afraid in any way. So his father tried to kill him in many different ways. He was completely unsuccessful. Prahlad was not even a little bit fearful of dying. So eventually, not knowing what to do, Hiranyakashipu was convinced to send Prahlad back to school. And there the teachers, they tried again. They were like, Prahlad, why? Where is this coming from? Why not listen to what we're telling you? Like that. So one day the teachers went out, Gurudev explained, and then all the kids came to Prahlad and said, come on Prahlad, let's play. There's no one here. Come on, let's go and do something. Let's go out and play. And Prahlad said, no, you come here. And because everyone loved Prahlad so much, they naturally would follow anything he said. So they sat down and he started to speak to them. And he said to them, do not think like this. Do not think that you have all time. Because you're a child, you can do anything. Only when you become old, you do bhajan. Isn't it? Like Maharaj was speaking yesterday, very kind. The sadhu's words are very strong, but we need to find the jewel within what they say. So Prahlad Maharaj said, Komara acharit pragyo dharma bhavatamiha dullabha manusa janma tadapiya dhruvam artadam. Don't think that this life is very easy. This life is not. This life is very rare. It can be lost at any time. It's very rare to be achieved. So do not misuse this opportunity that you have by achieving this. Don't lose any time. Gurudev used to explain that out of 100 years, 50 years spent sleeping like that. So many teachers are there in Prahlad Charitra, and now acharyas, for all of our acharyas, they extensively explain those teachings, and so that we can develop that consciousness, we can develop this, like Prabhu was saying, this enthusiasm and faith and nishta in what Guru and Vaishnavas speak, that we can be like Prahlad. They want us to be like this. It's very extraordinary, but they want us to be like that. I remember one time we were in Germany with Gurudev, and he was speaking about the fruit seller. And he said that everyone should have the mood that she had, the greed that she had, that she'll do or die. The sadhaka has to have this. So I'm a very kind of negative person. I don't think I'll ever be able to do anything. So I was like, oh, impossible. It's not possible. So Gurudev was coming by, and then he stopped and he did like that. And I said, oh, Gurudev, how can someone like me be like, how can we be like the fruit seller? I said. And then Madam Raj was next to Gurudev, and he said, just get a basket of fruits and go and sell. And I'm like, and Gurudev said to me, why do you want to be like the fruit seller? And I was a little bit confused, and I said, oh, because you're saying that we should be. You just said in class. And he said, oh, no, you should be like Raghunath Goswami. And I'm like, what? This is even more. And how without samskar or anything like that? And Gurudev said, he said that what can be impossible? No, by the mercy of Guru, what's impossible? So like that, he said. So this is their nature. Therefore, they speak to us. They want us to follow these teachings. I'm not qualified to speak about the teachings or to even think about them. But the Vaishnavas are very kind. They engage, and finally that dripping on the stone will make a mark like that. They're very kind.
She told everything.
Many things also there. Many remnants from Vishnu said related. Everything is for us.
Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ajanuram vikarujo kanakavadatu Sankirtane kavitaro kamalaya takshu Vishvambaro vijavaro yugadharma palo Vande jagatpriyakaro karunavatano Kanaka jaladakatro nirasana janetro Mrigamara varavaro marati kundamaru Tararataruna vesho nirapitam varisho Smarani vritadi kunje Radhika Krishna Chandro Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So first of all, I'd like to offer my unlimited posted Dandavat Pranam in the dust of the rosy feet of my spiritual masters. Nityalila Pravishna Vishnupa Shishimachka Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Shri Prabhupada. Nityalila Pravishna Vishnupa Shishimachka Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj. Nityalila Pravishna Vishnupa Shishimachka Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. Nityalila Pravishna Vishnupa Shishimachka Bhakti Rakshidhar Goswami Maharaj. All Rupanuga Urvarga Vaishnavacharyas, all Vaishnava and Vaishnavis, that Vaishnavad Bhakti Vedanta Maharaj. Please accept my Dandavat Pranam, praying for your Godless mercy. So I was asking Maharaj to ask Sita Thakurani to speak, just to escape, because I know she knows everything. Gurudev told she's almost like Shamarani, but she will become like one day. She's very, very scholarly, so it's always very nice to hear from devotees like this, because we can learn something. So I will take the remnants. One verse she forgot, but not forgot, she left it for me. That Prahlad Maharaj told, first of all, you know, what was the fault of Prahlad Maharaj? That his father in Satya Yuga, you know Satya Yuga? The very, very high class, you know, people, spirits, very, very high, very religious. How can a father can be very upset to the point of willing to kill his child? It's very, very difficult to understand. But what was the fault of Prahlad Maharaj? Gurudev said his fault that was that he was preaching. So we know that preaching sometimes is a bitter uh, medicine for those who hear and those who listen. Because it comes out, makes the truth come out. And the truth sometimes is very difficult to swallow. So Prahlad Maharaj only spoke the truth, but Hiranyakashipu couldn't take it. Therefore, he became very upset and wanted to kill his child. But the child was protected. Protection comes when we surrender. Rakshya Sthiti Vishvaso Goptete Varanam Tata. It's one of the 6 principles of surrender, Sharanagati. So this we have to go through before, like what was said. Premaras was talking about faith. You know? Faith will come when we Sharanagati, when we surrender. Then Rakshishi Shatiti Vishvaso. Then we will think that Vishvas, we will have the firm conviction that Krishna will protect us in every situation. So Prahlad Maharaj was seeing Krishna everywhere. Not one even a second he would forget Krishna. So therefore he was not afraid, you know, because he saw Krishna is there. So what is there to, you know, achieve this? Nothing more about to achieve than that. So he was not afraid, and Krishna saved him in every circumstances. He was not be killed by any attempt. So Prahlad Maharaj told his father, you know, we have to Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam. We have to hear the glories of the Lord. We have to kirtan, that is glorify the Lord, and we have to always remember Him. This is the 3 first ones. So kirtan means we have to hear the Harikatha, which is glorifying the Lord. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said that as devotees, we don't have anything else to do than to sit all day long and hear the glorification of the Lord, because this is the osari, the medicine for the withdrawal, the material disease. So, by taking this medicine, then the lust will go away. Rajavadubiri Ram Chavishno, Yishuni Yadva, Yata Vanad Yav. That if from the beginning, under the guidance of Vaishnavas, Guru and Vaishnavas, and from the very beginning we hear under the guidance and constantly about the unprecedented rasa dance of the Lord Krishna with the gopis, from the lips of the pure devotee Rasik Vaishnava. And as we remember those teachings from the lips of the pure devotee and produce them with our own poetry, then that hearing will purify the heart of the lust which is in our heart in a way that this lust will never come back. And instead, whatever is in the heart of the pure devotee, it will come in our heart. So it's very, very important, this Shravanam Kirtanam. This is the main activities of the Vaishnavas. So therefore, Prahlad Maharaj tried to implement these teachings to his father. But the father here were blocked, you know, and he couldn't hear anything about the glorification of anyone else than himself. Therefore, he thought He is like a gangrene. Yeah? He came in my dynasty, but if I leave him and let him do whatever he likes, the whole dynasty will be ruined. So he decided to kill him, but he wasn't successful. When he was doing these austerities, Indra came from the heavenly planets and he wanted to kidnap, what was his name, Kayadu. He's the wife of Hiranyakashipu. He destroyed the whole palace of Hiranyakashipu and he wanted to kidnap his wife because she was pregnant with Prahlad Maharaj. But Narada Muni came and said, what are you? He said, she is wearing the seed of that demon. So I want to take her to the heavenly planets, and when she will give birth to that little baby demon, then I will kill him. And Narada Muni said, no. Her baby is a pure devotee. You will not be able to kill him because he's a pure devotee. Demons cannot kill the pure devotees. So Indra decided that, okay, then he circumambulated her 4 times and he left. And therefore, Narada Muni took Prahlad Maharaj and his mother to his ashram, and for many, many thousands of years he spoke his teachings, and Prahlad Maharaj heard everything and realized everything. Then when his father told, what did you learn? Then he told the teachings of Narada Muni. Then his father said, oh, you are contaminated. Because demons think they are pure. When they hear Vaishnava philosophy, they think this is impure. And when they hear demons' philosophy, they think this is very pure. So therefore, it cannot be any collision between the two. Therefore, there is 2 worlds, demons and good nature, devotees. So Prahlad Maharaj, although he was born in a family of demons, he is considered by the pure devotees like the best devotees of all. And he is a Mahajan also. But this is an authority on the teachings of Krishna consciousness. So I will stop now. I'll let Maharaj speak something. Hare Krishna.
Okay, just 2 minutes, chant Lord's holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. translator. Guravi Gaurachandraya Radhikavai Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namo Vande Guru Padadannam Bhakta Vrinda Samanitam Sri Chaitanyam Prabhum Vande Nityananda Sahoditam Nandanandanaham Vande Radhika Charanadam Gopinam Samajuktanam Vrindavanam Manoharam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasati Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare First of all, offer my humble, respectful obeisances and to lotus feet of my Guru Pad Padma Lila Pravishtam Vishnu Pad Bhakti Vedanta Silavan Goswami Maharaj and Lila Pravishtam Vishnu Pad Ashtutara Satasi Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Silanarayan Goswami Maharaj. Simultaneously offer my humble, respectful Dhanavad Pranam, lotus feet of Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnu Pad, Ashtutara Satasi Vedanta, Swami Maharaj, Srila Gurunda Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakha Siddhar Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Bharati Goswami Maharaj, and Prabhupada Sripad Shroti Maharaj, and all senior devotees and all Vaishnava and Vaishnavis and pageantry, all of my respectful guests.
43 Maharaj offre ses hommages à ses maîtres spirituels, Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Goswami Maharaj, Srila Narayan Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Ainsi que simultanément il offre son hommage à Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Konkonila Swami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Raksha Srila Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, et ainsi qu'à tous les Vaishnavas et les Vaishnavis assemblés aujourd'hui, conduits par Shripad Bhaktivedanta Shroti Maharaj.
So I am very happy, all you spoke very nicely and glorification the teaching of Prahlad Maharaj.
Je suis très content d'avoir entendu la description élaborée des divertissements de Srila Prahlad Maharaj.
Because this is important to perform bhajan and sadhana, how to enter in our spiritual life.
Car il est très important de pratiquer le bhajan, la sadhana, de savoir comment rentrer dans la vie spirituelle.
Just what Prahlad Maharaj, he spoke everything boldly in front of his father. He completely was fearless, nirvik.
Shri Prahlad Maharaj a parlé de tous ses enseignements spirituels fièrement devant son père. Et à aucun moment il n'a ressenti de la crainte.
Because he has one thing in his life, faith with God. The God, Lord, He is my maintainer, Lord, He is my protector.
Car ici, il y a une chose qu'il avait, c'était sa foi en Dieu. La foi qu'en toutes circonstances, Dieu le protégerait et le maintiendrait en vie.
So for this, Prahlad Maharaj is teaching to us this way. We have to practice devotional service to Lord with faithfully, with God, with Guru and Krishna.
Donc c'est pourquoi il nous enseigne qu'on doit pratiquer la vie spirituelle avec foi. Foi dans Shri Guru et foi dans Shri Krishna.
In our life, many also distress, many kinds of obstacles will come. This is the nature of this material world.
La nature de ce monde matériel, c'est qu'on puisse vivre cette vie sans rencontrer des obstacles et sans subir de l'affliction.
But always with faith with God, Krishna. He is my maintainer, He is my protector.
Mais si on garde toujours cette foi en Dieu, la foi qu'il est notre protecteur et celui qui nous maintient.
So now come in this Prahlad Maharaj, he told many katha, pastimes of Krishna.
C'est pourquoi Prahlad Maharaj a raconté beaucoup de divertissements de Krishna.
Then his friends, classmates, asked Prahlad, you born in our same family, demon family. We also born same, but we never heard this katha. Even our this guru, two gurus, Sanda and Amarka, they never told this types of katha, but you spoke very nice and very beautiful and attractive. Where did you get these things?
Donc, quand Prahlad racontait les divertissements de Shri Vishnu, Shri Krishna à ses compagnons de classe, ils étaient très attirés et en même temps très étonnés. Et ils lui ont demandé, mais on a pris naissance dans la même famille que toi, on n'a jamais entendu parler de ces choses-là. Même nos enseignants ne nous ont jamais raconté cela. Et on se sent très attiré par ce que tu nous racontes.
Then Prahlad Maharaj honestly told, actually I learned everything my spiritual master Narad Rishi when I was in the womb of my mother.
Tout cela, en réalité, je l'ai entendu de mon maître spirituel Narada Rishi lorsque j'étais dans le sein de ma mère.
Just Maharaj he told, Indra kidnapped Kayadhu. Then Narad Rishi middle he came and he told, hey Indra, you should not kill Kayadhu. And in the womb of Kayadhu, great devotee is there. So if you kill Kayadhu, then you lose your Indra position. Because you committed offense, lotus feet of Mahabharata.
Je pas Chanti Maharaj a raconté que en fait, Indra avait kidnappé la femme d'Hiranyakashipu, donc la mère de Prahlad Maharaj, et il avait l'intention de la tuer. Mais Narad Rishi est survenu à ce moment-là et lui a dit, tu ne peux pas tuer Kayatu, car en son sein se trouve un grand dévot. Et si tu fais cela, tu perdras automatiquement ta position dans les planètes édéniques.
Then Indra, you think what to do now? Then Narad Muni told, okay, Kayadhu, she may stay in my ashram.
Donc Narada Muni s'est demandé que faire maintenant, et donc il a proposé que Kayatu reste dans son ashram.
So Kayadhu, she was staying in the ashram of Narad Muni.
Donc Kayatu a résidé.
Then every day Narad Rishi, he spoke very nice, sweet Hari Katha, Krishna Katha. And Prahlad, Kayadhu, she was pregnant inside Prahlad Maharaj and listened this Katha also. Prahlad Maharaj for this regard he told, I everything's learned, listen all Hari Katha from my Guru Narad Rishi.
Et tous les jours, Shri Narad Rishi donnait de merveilleux harikatha, et Shri Prahlad Maharaj, dans le ventre de sa mère, entendait tous ces divertissements.
How possible these two gurus, Sanda Markov, they will give Harikatha? Even they don't know about the meaning of Hari.
Comment ces deux précepteurs pouvaient-ils donner harikatha? Ils ignoraient de toute façon tout cela.
Very nicely Prahlad Maharaj he told, this guru, not qualified guru, stupid nonsense guru. How possible they give teaching to us Krishna consciousness?
Donc Prahlad Maharaj a naturellement dit à ses amis, mais comment se peut-il que nos enseignants nous parlent de cela? Ils sont ignorants, ils ne connaissent rien.
Andha jathanda upaniyamana stevi santra urudamni baddha nate vidu sattam gatingi visnu durasaji vairarthamanino andha jathanda upaniyamana stevi santra urudamni baddha. Prahlad Maharaj, he told, one blind man can't lead another blind man.
Donc il donne l'exemple en fait, aucun être aveugle ne peut guider un autre aveugle.
If the blind man, he leads another blind man, both will be what? Get down in the ditch.
Donc si un aveugle se met en tête de guider un autre aveugle, ils vont tous les deux choir dans un trou.
Because they two gurus, Sanda and Amarka, they are completely blind, stupid, nonsense, rascal, idiots.
Et ces deux précepteurs, Sanda et Amarka, sont des êtres ignorants, des êtres stupides.
Right? So how possible they will give these types of bhakti in my heart? Krishna Katha Bhakti.
Comment alors pourrait-il transmettre et infuser dans le cœur des êtres la bhakti pour Krishna?
Then all his class friends, they become very surprised. Is it true?
Et tous ses camarades de classe étaient très étonnés.
Then Prahlad Maharaj, he told, oh my friends, listen. Actually, what is the aim of our life? What is the aim of life?
Et Prahlad Maharaj a continué, il leur a dit, mes amis, écoutez, quel est le but de l'existence en réalité?
Listen very carefully. Because the human life is very, very rare. Manusya Janam, very, very rare. Again, you will get back or not. There are no guarantee.
En effet, l'obtention de cette forme humaine est très rare. Nous n'avons aucune garantie de pouvoir l'obtenir de nouveau.
Kaumaru, Acharit, Pragga. Dharman Bhagavata Durlabha Manusya Janam Tadapa Adhrubam Arthana. Prahlad Maharaj told. This human body is very, very rare. After 8.4 billion pieces, then Lord mercifully gives us the human body.
Donc cette forme humaine est très très rare. Après avoir transmigré dans les 8 400 000 espèces vivantes, on finit par obtenir, par la miséricorde de Krishna, cette forme humaine.
Because only the human body we can achieve to God, not other bodies.
Et seule cette forme humaine nous permet d'atteindre Dieu.
Cats, dogs, animals' bodies, what that is called? Only suffering their previous fruitive action, karma.
Donc un corps de chat, un corps de chien, n'importe quel type de corps animal ne permet juste que d'endurer et de goûter les fruits de ses activités passées.
Our human body also is suffering our previous karma, but we can get the chance how to attain to Lord.
L'être humain, lui aussi, subit le fruit de son karma, mais il a quand même la possibilité d'atteindre Dieu.
I tell you, Gurudev told one very nice, beautiful story. Maybe you listen, but still I remind you.
Donc, chez Gurudev a raconté une fois une très belle histoire. Peut-être que vous la connaissez, je vous la rappelle.
Once, one blind man.
Un jour, un homme aveugle.
Anyhow, suddenly he entered one big stadium, football stadium.
Et il s'est retrouvé un jour dans un grand stade de foot.
But in the stadium, there is only one exit. Entrance and exit one.
Et dans ce stade énorme, il y avait juste une sortie, qui était en même temps l'entrée.
Big stadium. So that blind man, morning to evening, he was searching. Where is the exit?
Donc, du soir au matin, cet homme aveugle a cherché la sortie.
He is going, and stuck his body, and stuck the wall, and again come to then again stuck. In this way, whole day, then he was running inside, but he could not find out where is the exit.
Toute la journée, il a tâté les murs dans l'espoir de trouver la sortie, mais impossible.
Then in the meantime, by the causeless mercy of Lord, one saintly person, bona fide Guru, appeared.
Et par la miséricorde de Krishna, une personne sainte est apparue.
Then bona fide Guru told him, listen, my advice, how to come out this stadium.
Donc cette personne sainte lui a dit, écoute mon conseil, je vais t'expliquer comment sortir de ce stade.
It is very simple, scientific, just to touch the wall and walk. Because this wall is good, round, go. So when the wall finished, end, then you can understand that is the exit.
Donc il faut que tu mettes ta main sur le mur, tu longes le mur constamment, et quand ça s'arrête, au bout d'un moment, ça veut dire que c'est la sortie.
This is true. Very simple. No need any philosophy, not other things. Not to go head spinning. I'm not spinning philosophy. Very simple. Just to touch the wall, come. Then that is the simple.
Donc pas besoin de pénétrer une philosophie profonde, ni de se prendre la tête. Tu vas voir, tu mets ta main sur le mur, et ça arrive.
So that blind man, he also followed the instruction of that sadhu.
Donc il a décidé de suivre cette instruction.
But something miraculous happened. when he every time is to come, is that the exit and end of the wall, that he start to itching his body. Yeah?
Mais il y a quelque chose qui s'est produit, c'est qu'en fait, à chaque fois où il était sur le point de découvrir la sortie, un besoin urgent de se gratter le premier, donc il se grattait à chaque fois et il ratait la sortie.
And he what? And he also
Missed.
passed
Passed by
by the
the door.
door. And again, and continue again and again, he also
Searching.
searching.
Donc à chaque fois qu'il se grattait, il ratait la sortie, donc il a continué comme ça à
Hein?
chercher longtemps.
So again, at midnight, he could not find out where the exit.
À minuit, il était toujours là.
Again, he cried and prayed to Sadhu, please help me. How will and come out from this state?
Donc il a commencé à pleurer, il a prié la miséricorde du sadhu pour qu'il lui permette de sortir.
Then said he very sweet chastisement, hey, you are foolish, rascal. What did he tell to you? And just touch the wall. Then when you feel yourself the wall, feel it, then you can see. And why you are itching your body? Well, what can I do? I cannot tolerate. So for this regard, I am
Scratching.
scratching my body. And then, okay, this is good. Oh, why you walk that time? You should not walk. You understand? Then easy you can find out the exit.
Donc quand le sadhu s'est représenté pour lui, là il avait changé d'humeur, il l'a châtié, il a dit mais quel genre d'abruti tu es, comment ça se fait que tu n'as toujours pas trouvé la sortie, et pourquoi tu te grattes tout le temps comme ça? Il a dit mais je ne peux pas m'en empêcher, j'arrive pas à me contrôler, ça me gratte.
But again the instruction of sadhu, he also did, but same his habits coming. When he used to come, this called exit and start to scratch his body, there is so much itching. Then he walked and missed the door again.
Donc le sadhu lui a gentiment dit écoute tu recommences et t'arrêtes de te gratter. Donc, mais à chaque fois ça se reproduisait de la même façon.
Again sadhu told, listen, I chant holy names and touch the wall and chant holy names.
Donc maintenant tu vas changer de tactique, tu vas toucher le mur et tu vas chanter les saints noms.
So he touched the wall and chanted holy names, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Miracle. Holy name is miracle. Look how powerful. When he came that place, then finally he found the exit and he came out from the stadium.
Chantant les salons, il a finalement réussi à trouver la sortie.
Actually, why I'm saying these things? Gurudev told that to purport about this story.
Donc Srila Gurudev a donné le commentaire de cette
The
histoire.
purport of this story that is, we also wondering many pieces of the conscious being, cats, dogs, animals, but we never got association of sadhu.
Donc Gurudev nous explique qu'on a erré à travers tellement de différentes espèces vivantes sans jamais obtenir la compagnie des sadhus.
But the human body is very important. Only human body we can associate with sadhu, sadhu.
Et que cette forme humaine que l'on a désormais est très importante. Seule cette forme nous permet de nous associer avec le sadhu.
Yeah, any cats, dogs, animals here? No.
Est-ce que vous voyez des chats, des chiens dans la salle?
Cats, dogs, animals, they cannot associate with sadhu. They cannot listen.
Les chats, les chiens ne peuvent pas s'associer avec les sadhus. Ils ne peuvent pas vraiment écouter.
But we are human beings. Because Lord, He gives us self-explain things. That is called discrimination power.
Car l'être humain est doté du pouvoir de discriminer.
Cats, dogs, animals, they have no discrimination power. What is good and what is bad.
Ils n'ont pas de pouvoir de discernement, alors que l'être humain lui l'a.
So that means your human body, you can also decide what is good and what is bad.
Et également, l'être humain est capable de décider ce qui est bon, de voir ce qui est bon ou ce qui est mauvais.
So sadhu sangha, only human body, manav deha, with our human, we can get association with sadhu.
Seule cette forme humaine nous permet d'avoir l'association avec les sadhus.
But I tell you, how you get the association with sadhu? When your spiritual past activities will be matured and accumulated. Then you will get the association with sadhu.
Donc comment est-ce qu'on peut avoir l'association des sadhus? C'est quand finalement l'accumulation des activités spirituelles dans nos vies passées arrive à maturité, et là on obtient cette association.
Nachandanam bane. Every forest you cannot get the sandalwood trees.
Ce n'est pas dans toutes les forêts qu'on trouve du santal.
Sadhu, you can meet sadhu. Different sadhu, karmi sadhu, gyani sadhu. Many kinds of sadhu. But bhakta sadhu, this is very rare. You cannot get.
Donc il y a beaucoup de sortes de sadhus, en fait, des karmi sadhus, des gyani sadhus, mais avoir l'association du bhakta sadhu, c'est très rare.
So all you are very fortunate because you are coming in our Krishna consciousness, especially in the line of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Tous ceux qui sont présents ici sont très fortunés d'avoir cette association et d'être venus dans la ligne de Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
You cannot imagine what kinds of benefit and what kinds of fruits are you getting.
Vous pouvez imaginer les bénéfices que vous tirez de cela.
100% guarantee this life, this is the last birth. And when you give up this body, you direct attain to Guru Vrindavan and direct start to divine Guru Radha and Krishna.
Suivre cette voie vous donne 100% de chance et c'est une garantie que quand vous quitterez votre corps, vous irez directement à Golka.
Maybe you ask me, where is the evidence?
Vous allez certes me demander de des preuves, Maharaj.
Yes, I will challenge evidence in Shastra.
Donc je relève le défi, les preuves sont dans les
Where the
Shastra.
evidence? Guru Vasta read. Not only read other books. Vishwanath Chakravarti Path. Guru Vasta. Every day early in the morning we are singing. What is her? First, last line, last verse is there. Srimad Guru Ashtagam Etoduchi Brahma Murti Patati Jat Pratana. Justena Vrindavan Natha Saksat Sevai Valabha Janu Santa Eva. Janusa Anta Eva. Learn Sanskrit very clearly. When you give up this body, Janusa Anta Eva. Janusa means when you give up this body, then you direct go in Guru Vrindavan and direct serve to divine Radha and Krishna under guidance of Guru Rupa Manjari. Bala Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad ki jai.
Maharaj cite le dernier verset du Shri Guru Ashtakam de Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur où il précise qu'à la fin de cette vie, quand on quitte son corps, on se rend automatiquement à Guru Vrindavan et on sert en compagnie de Shri Guru et Shri Rupa Manjari.
Every day early morning you are singing or not? Who is singing? Every day you are singing. If you are not singing, you have to sing. You have to decide. 100% guarantee. Faith. Lotus feet of Gurudeva. Sansara dava nala nira loka pranaya karna karna praktasya kalana unana vasa vande guru Sri Charana Vinda Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nita Gita Adi Kamara Manaswara Sena Romanchakam Padukaranga Bhaju Vande Guru Sri Charana Vinda Srimad Guru Rashtrapangita Puche Brahma Muhurte Patani Prayana Yastena Vinda Vananata Saksha Devala Bhajana Eva Guru Sri Charana Vinda Vande Guru Sri Charana Vinda Vande Guru Sri Charana Vinda Vande Guru Sri Charana Vinda. Evidence and Vishwanath Chakravarti Path. Not ordinary person. Vishwanath Chakravarti Path, he wrote this Gurvashtaka, last birth, that is called Falasruti. Falasruti, understand? The fruits of recitation. Falasruti.
Donc, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur n'est pas un être ordinaire, c'est lui qui a écrit ce Guru Ashtakam. Et il donne la garantie que celui qui récite et qui a foi en Shri Guru obtiendra ce bénéfice.
Only need your faith, lotus feet of Gurudeva, not other things.
Tout ce dont on a besoin, c'est la foi dans les pieds pareils lotus de Shri Guru.
Guru Babul Viswas. If you have faith with Guru, 100% guarantee. And Vishwanath, Jastena Vrindavananath, Srimad Gurur Ashtakam, Brahma Murte, Padvija Prajatna. Brahma Murte, early in the morning, you read Patati Prajatna. Prajatna means you very carefully, with humble, give respect to Gurudev, and recite these verses. Vishwanath, Srimad Guru Ashtakam Etaduchi Brahma Murte Patati Prajatna Jastena Vrinda Bananata Saksa Sevaiva Labha. Sevaiva Labha means you have to attain the seva. You understand? Or the serve. Who is serve? Vrinda. Radha Krishna. Where? In Golok Vrindavan. How will serve? Under guidance of Guru Rupa Manjari Seva. Under guidance of Guru Rupa Manjari Seva. 100%. There is no grade, no doubt. But need your faith. If you have no faith, Pasmin Kalino, you never attain to perfection. Faith with Guru Pada. Guru Pada Viswas. This is very important.
Donc avec une grande foi en Shri Guru, on doit réciter avec attention, avec respect, avec on doit réciter cet ashtakam et en suivant les injonctions de Shri Guru, on obtiendra ce service particulier qui est le service de Shri Radha Krishna sous la guidance du maître spirituel.
You understand? Very carefully you listen. And Gurudev many times he told, very carefully listen this thing. And all our Acharya Guru Vargas, how they have faith with their Guru. You have no faith, so what will do? They will say, where the evidence? Where did it? Are evidence in Shastra? Vaishnava Guru, what is saying? Must be in Shastra. Otherwise, it is speaking, not speculative.
Gurudev l'a répété maintes fois et tous les acharyas de notre lignée spirituelle ont une très grande foi en leur gourou. C'est ce qui leur permet de ne pas spéculer, en fait, de demander de voir des preuves. Les preuves sont dans les shastras.
So
avoir cette foi.
So I told this story, Gurudev told this story. This human body is very, very rare. Again, we'll get back and not. So don't you waste your time. For this regard, Prahlad Maharaj, he told, Tat prayasu na kartva jatha ayubhaya param na tatha bindit khemam mukunda charanasrayam. Na tatha tat prayasu na kartva jatha ayubhaya param. Don't waste your time. This life, you do bhajan and sadhan. Sad Gurudev, Guru Seva.
Gurudev l'a répété maintes fois, il n'y a aucune garantie qu'on puisse de nouveau avoir cette forme humaine. Donc, il nous enjoint, s'il vous plaît, à ne pas perdre de temps et à pratiquer le bhajan, le sadhana.
Though there are many processes attaining to Lord, but best and simple process to serve Gurudev.
Il y a beaucoup de moyens d'atteindre Dieu, mais le meilleur entre tous, c'est de servir Gurudev.
You learn these slokas. Prahlad Maharaj, he told, what did he say? Guru sususa bhakta sarva labhenana cha sangena sadhu bhaktanam issara aradhanana cha. Very simple sloka. Everybody learn these slokas. Guru suswa, serve Gurudev. If you serve Guru, then Krishna will be very pleased. Not other things. Krishna himself told, Patamantu Guru Pujjam Tataschaiva Mamarchanam. First you serve Gurudev, then serve me. If Guru pleased with you, then Krishna will be pleased with you. If Guru not pleased with you, thousand lives you perform bhajan and sadhan, you will never attain your perfection. All our aim and object, how will please Guru Pada.
C'est l'instruction de Shri Krishna en personne. On doit servir Guru. Quand on sert Guru, Shri Krishna lui-même est satisfait. Alors que si on tente de servir Krishna au travers de multiples existences consécutives, on n'obtiendra jamais la bhakti.
Jasya prasadat bhagavat prasadu Jasya prasadat nagati kutayopi Thanks to Vantas Jashastri Sandham Bande Guru Sri Charanarvindam Bande Guru Sri Charanarvindam Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. Jasya Prasadar Bhagavat Prasad. If Guru please with, then Krishna will please with. Eh?
Si le gourou est satisfait, automatiquement Krishna l'est aussi.
If Guru unpleased with you, Krishna can to protect you. But Krishna unpleased with you, Guru can protect you.
Si le gourou n'est pas satisfait de vous, Krishna ne peut rien faire pour vous. Même si Krishna n'est pas content de vous, Shri Guru peut vous protéger.
So that means all our endeavors, activities, our Gurudev will please with you, not other things.
Il s'agit donc de focaliser toutes nos actions, toute notre énergie pour plaire à Gurudev.
So for this regard, Prahlad Maharaj, he recited this verse, the Guru Sususwa Bhakta Sarvo Lavena Cha. Sangena Sadhunam. And always associate with Sadhu and listen Hari Katha. Sadhu Sangha means is Hari Katha.
C'est pourquoi Srila Prahlad Maharaj a cité ce verset à ses camarades, et en précisant qu'il fallait toujours s'associer avec les sadhus et écouter Hari Katha.
So just I also emphasize again this is Guru Suswa. For this regard, Gurudev, most of the time, he told Guru Seva. For this regard, he remind the story of original Arunik and Upamanna Katha.
Et pour citer cela, Srila Gurudev nous a souvent raconté cette histoire de Aruni et
Upamanna. Very important. Now we forget this Katha, but have to, very important.
C'est un kata très important.
Many times Gurudev, he Western too, sometimes also devotee, they also did drama also. I remember in Holland and some places also. And this drama also. Then what really, yes, how Arunik and Upamanna, they serve their Gurudev. And then all types of knowledge automatically are manifested in their life.
Donc, cette histoire de Aruni et Upaman, Srila Gurudev l'a racontée très souvent. Elle a même été représentée sous forme théâtrale lors d'un festival en Hollande. Hollande.
Guru Sastra, this is very important. How to serve Gurudev. Guru Seva. How to serve Gurudev. How? And Arunik. Just I briefly tell you, Dhammo Rishi's two disciples. One is called Arunik, another Upamanna Katha.
Donc, comment servir chez le Guru, c'est très important de savoir. Donc, c'est l'histoire de deux disciples, Aruni et Upaman.
So Arunik, he admitted in the ashram of Dhammo Rishi.
Donc, Aruni fut admis dans l'ashram de
Dhammo Rishi.
Dhamma Rishi.
Then one day heavy rain comes.
Un jour, une pluie très forte s'abattit.
Then Gurudev, Dhammo Rishi told Arunik, listen, heavy rain, so maybe flood will come from the river. So you should go my field, make the
Channel.
Harishan Bedram.
Dam.
Donc, Dhamma Rishi a dit à son disciple Aruni, écoute, là, vu cette pluie, la rivière risque d'avoir une crue. Donc j'aimerais que tu construises une digue pour protéger le champ.
And that night also drizzling, and also very cold also.
Et la pluie était très intense et il faisait froid également.
So Arunik, he also made the, what is called? Dam. Water enter in the field.
Donc Aruni a construit la digue pour empêcher l'eau de pénétrer le champ.
But strong, what is stream of the river, so he could not control the water of the dam.
Mais ça ne suffisait pas car le courant de la rivière était trop fort.
But Gurudev told him, you have to make the dam.
Et Gurudev lui avait dit, tu dois absolument contrôler
Then he
le
think,
fleuve.
how to fulfill my desires, how to serve Gurudev.
Il s'est demandé comment je vais faire pour servir
And
Gurudev.
for this reason, he himself lay down on the dam.
Donc il s'est lui-même allongé pour former la digue et consolider ce qu'il avait construit.
At midnight, then Dhammo Rishi asked all his disciples, where is Aruni?
Et à minuit, toujours pas rentré, donc Dhamma Rishi demande à ses disciples, où est-il?
And that disciple, he went to made the dam or the field, but he did not return back.
Le disciple répondit, il est parti construire la digue, mais il n'est pas revenu.
Eh? And that time, Aruni Gurudev himself took one, what is it called? Torch, lantern, torch.
Donc à ce moment-là, son gourou a décidé de prendre une lanterne et d'aller
And
ainsi.
came in the field
Il est arrivé au champ
and loudly called him, Arunik, 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 where are you?
et il l'a appelé.
Eh? That time, not very low voice told Gurudev, now I am here.
Donc d'une toute petite voix, Aronik a répondu, je suis là.
Then Gurudev came, and anyhow Gurudev saved his life, and Gurudev asked, why did you lay down here?
Donc Gurudev l'a sauvé, il l'a retrouvé, il a dit, mais qu'est-ce que tu faisais allongé ici?
Eh? Then Arunik very humble told Gurudev, you gave me order to, what is it called? Make the dam, but I could not control the stream of the water of the river enter. So for this regard, I lay down here and stop the water enter in the field.
Donc Aronik a dit, Gurudev, tu m'as demandé de construire une digue, mais je ne suis pas arrivé à contrôler le flot, le courant de la rivière. Donc moi, je me suis allongé moi-même pour y parvenir.
Then Dhammarisi's heart melted. Oh, for this Guru Seva. You sacrifice your life. Then Dhammarisi gave all his blessing. All Tattva Siddhanta, everything manifested in his heart.
À ce moment-là, le cœur de Dhamma-rishi a fondu. Il s'est rendu compte à quel point son disciple faisait tout pour le servir. Donc il lui a transmis toute la connaissance qu'il avait.
So many kathas also, even your Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami Pad told to Parikshit Maharaj, Krishna and Balaram, how did they serve their Guru? Sandipani Rishi.
Et également dans le Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Sukadeva Goswami narre à Maharaj Parikshit comment Krishna et Balaram servent leur gourou Sandipani.
You try to understand, every time, every day you say, Gurudev, give me mercy, Gurudev, mercy. Gurudev will not give mercy. You serve Gurudev. Where Guru will look? Your service. Then Guru's heart melted. Then automatically Krishna Kripa, Krishna mercy. Everything manifests in your heart.
On peut se présenter tous les jours devant Gurudev et lui demander, Gurudev, donne-moi ta miséricorde, mais c'est pas comme ça qu'il va la donner. Gurudev, il regarde comment on s'applique à le servir. Et à ce moment-là, il va tout transmettre.
You know, Sudama Vipra or Krishna Katha, how Krishna himself is Gurudev. And what is his name? Sandipani. Guru Seva, all our Shastra, everything explain how to serve Gurudev. And Guru will be pleased with him.
Donc dans les Shastras, il nous est expliqué comment servir chez le Guru.
So in the same way, Upamanyu Katha also there. He served his Guru. For there all Tattva Siddhanta, everything manifests in their heart.
De la même façon, dans l'histoire de Pamanda, on voit comment il a servi son Gurudev et comment...
But one thing, you have to serve Gurudev and give up your duplicity and hypocrisy. Chalkapat, serve Guru.
Pour servir chez les Gurus, il faut abandonner toute duplicité et toute hypocrisie.
This is important also. Not other things. Serve Gurudev, Guru Seva. So for this, Prahlad Maharaj is saying, Guru Suswa Bhakta Sarva Lavinasya. You serve Gurudev, and everything automatically manifests in your heart. Because this is Achinta Tattva. Nayangatma Pravachana Labho, no Bahuna Suteno. Jame Vaise Brunute, Lapates Tassis Atma, Vibrunte Tonusam. Upanishad explains this way. If you serve Gurudev, all Tattva Siddhanta Krishna Bhakti automatically manifests in your heart. No need to tell Gurudev Kripa Karu, give me Kripa. Hare Kripa. Kripa means is what? Sanskrit word. Kripa. Kri means to do. Pa means get. Are you not doing anything Guru Seva? Ati Gurudev Kripa Kripa.
Donc chez la Prahlad Maharaj, c'est pour ça qu'il explique qu'en servant chez les Gurus, tout va venir automatiquement. C'est aussi mentionné dans les Écritures comme les Upanishads. Le mot Kripa, ça veut dire faire et recevoir. Donc ça veut dire qu'il y a une notion de service. Si on ne fait rien, on n'obtient rien.
What will say? Even Gurudev told, even the Sankaracharya, impartially, Sankaracharya, disciple. What is his name?
Govinda.
His name is just and he served his Gurudev Sankaracharya. What is his name? Giri.
Donc même dans la lignée des impersonnalistes, le disciple de Sri Shankaracharya a expliqué comment il servait son Gurudev. Et c'est Giri.
You try to understand Sankaracharya, he is not ordinary person. Sakshat, Sankara Sakshat. He is a direct incarnation of Lord Shiva.
Il faut bien-
Sankaracharya's incarnation of Lord Shiva.
Il faut bien comprendre que Sri Shankaracharya n'est pas une personne ordinaire, c'est une manifestation directe de Sri Shankara Shiva.
Just he preached the impartialism, Aham Brahmasmi. That is the instruction of Lord Krishna, Vishnu. So for this regard he preached, and Aham Brahmasmi Pragyanam Brahman Sarvam Kalidam Brahma.
Et il a reçu l'instruction de Sri Krishna en personne de prêcher l'impersonnalisme.
That is called Mayavadi philosophy.
C'est ce qu'on appelle le Mayavada.
Try to understand. Many people they don't know what is the meaning of Mayavadi philosophy.
Il y a beaucoup de gens qui ignorent ce qu'est la philosophie Mayavada.
Or they think all we are Brahma. Are how possible you are a Brahma? You are not Brahma. You are servant of a Brahma, Brahma Das. Brahma means Krishna, Krishna Das. And all you are the servant of Krishna. Jive Swarup by Krishna Nitya Das. All you are the servant of Lord Krishna. We never to become Brahma.
Qui s'imaginent qu'ils sont Brahma, mais en fait on ne peut pas être Brahma, on ne peut jamais devenir Brahma, on est le serviteur de Brahma. Brahma c'est Krishna.
But Sankaracharya, he illustrated the people. This Aham Brahma.
Et Shankaracharya, lui, a illusionné les êtres avec cette philosophie.
This is not the Devi. Even Lord Eva, it is called Devi Parvati, the consort of Lord Shiva, asked to Siddhi, "Oh my husband, why did you to preach the impartialism on Brahmasmi? You know the Tattva Shiva. How possible Jiva will become Brahma? Why did you preach this thing?" Then Lord Shiva told, "Hey Devi Parvati, this is not my fault. My master Krishna himself direct ordered, hey Shiva, you preach this impartialism, because those who are demon, they disturbed the others. When you are thinking, I am Brahma, then they will be very happy. Okay, you are Brahma."
Donc la compagne du Seigneur Shiva en personne, Parvati, s'est étonnée et lui a posé la question, mais pourquoi tu as commencé à prêcher cette philosophie impersonnelle? On ne peut pas devenir Brahma. Et Shiva lui a répondu, mais ce n'est pas de ma faute, c'est sous l'injonction de mon Seigneur, Krishna, qui m'a demandé de le faire. Et ainsi je réponds cette philosophie et les gens s'imaginent qu'en fait ils sont Brahma et ils sont contents comme ça.
Prahlad Maharaj told this thing. Tat sadhu manne asura varja dehinam. Oh my father, you are among the best demon. Then Prahlad, you don't go, yes, good, in fact, yes. I am very happy. Yes, I am the best. Demon. Look this thing.
Donc quand Prahlad s'adresse à son père, il le glorifie en disant, toi tu es le meilleur des démons. Et là son père jubile parce qu'il est très content.
Very nice with his qualification. He then goes, yes, good. My son, very nice. You give me invitation. And tat sadhu manne asura varja. Asura varja means here, with the best
Dynasty of the
demon among all other demons. Good.
Donc là il a Hiranyakashipu, il est très content, il dit voilà vraiment là ça sonne bien ce que tu veux dire.
So I am saying, because this is called the Sankar philosophy. Sankar philosophy is there called impartialism.
La philosophie de chez Shankaracharya s'appelle l'impersonnalisme.
Understand? That is called Mayavada philosophy.
Mayavada.
But Sankaracharya, very powerful person, because I told Sankara Sakta, he is the direct incarnation of Lord Shiva. He is not ordinary person.
Shankaracharya est une personne très puissante, c'est très loin d'être une personne ordinaire.
And his disciples also, very powerful disciples.
Et ses disciples sont également puissants.
Understand? Many yogis took shelter, lotus feet of Sankaracharya.
De grands yogis ont pris refuge de Shankaracharya.
Understand? Who are they? Padmapad. One disciple name is called Padmapad, great, what is it called? Yogis, according to Jog Darshan. And he got many kinds of mystic powers. His name is called Padmapad, means when he walks in the water, then lotus blossom. And he also walks on the water. For this regard, name is called Padmapad. Hastamal, these types of great yogis, the disciple of Sankaracharya.
Parmi ses disciples, on compte Padmapad, qui était un grand yogi qui avait énormément de pouvoirs mystiques, et on l'appelait Padmapad parce que quand il marchait sur l'eau, Les lotus fleurissaient à son passage.
So one day Shankaracharya, he gave Vedanta Darshan, highest philosophy, Vedanta Darshan. In among of these types of yogis and intellectual persons.
Un jour, chez Shankaracharya a commenté le Vedanta en présence de ce genre de disciples, de yogis.
The next day Shankaracharya, and same class, he gave in front of his disciples. Padmapad, what is called? Hastama, these types of persons.
Et le même jour, il a donné ce même enseignement en face de ses disciples.
Then Shankaracharya asked all his disciples, what did I speak yesterday about Brahma?
Donc, c'était le jour d'après, pardon. Et donc Shankaracharya, le jour suivant, à ses disciples demande qu'est-ce que j'ai dit hier à ce sujet.
I gave the commentary, Brahma Sutra, and Athato Brahma Jigyasa, therefore inquire about Brahma. What is Brahma? What did I say?
Donc, j'ai donné le commentaire du Vedanta Sutra et du Brahma Sutra. Et qu'est-ce que j'ai dit exactement? Est-ce que vous pouvez me le rappeler?
Because you have no vast of knowledge, Sanskrit, vast of knowledge. Very difficult to understand Brahma Sutra.
Parce que le Brahma Sutra, si on n'a pas une connaissance profonde du sanskrit, c'est très difficile à comprendre.
But all his disciples, they are very learned scholars in Sanskrit. Especially they are skillful in Panini Bhakaran, one grammar, Panini Bhakaran.
Et tous ces disciples, en fait, étaient des sanskritistes érudits, et notamment dans une certaine discipline du sanskrit, grammaire.
But when Shankaracharya asked them, they did not give any answer.
Mais là, ils étaient tous muets, ils ne pouvaient répondre, en fait.
They completely silent. What would they told about Brahma?
Ils ne se rappelaient pas ce que leur gourou avait dit.
Then Shankaracharya did not say anything. Then then after Shankaracharya completely stopped and silence.
Et Shankaracharya ne dit rien. Il resta lui aussi dans le silence.
All disciples, they have told Gurudev, time is over. 8 o'clock, 8:30, you have to finish. Gurudev, time is over. Why we are come here to listen Vedanta Darshan from you? Why you are not speaking?
Donc, au bout d'un moment, les disciples lui ont dit, écoutez, Gurudev, là, c'est fini, là, la classe, on est venu vous écouter parler et vous ne dites plus rien.
Time is very powerful now. All you are always looking the clock. The Maharaj stop. We go to back our home.
Donc, le temps est
Whole
très
night we
puissant.
will stay here. We are not gopi.
Le temps est très puissant, on est constamment en train de regarder l'horloge et puis après on dit à Maharaj, bon Maharaj c'est bon là, c'est fini la classe, là, on va rentrer chez nous. Nous on n'est pas des gopis.
You have to return back to home or not? Those who have come from there, maybe 10 kilometers, 5 kilometers, I don't know. They have to return back home. So we have to say, Maharaj, finish quick, then we can return back our home. And otherwise, my husband or wife, they will be chastised. Hey! I was so late.
Donc pour ceux qui habitent un peu loin, donc ils réclament à Maharaj, s'il te plaît Maharaj, est-ce qu'on peut arrêter la classe parce que si je rentre pas bientôt chez moi, je vais me faire enguirlander par mon compagnon.
So all his deals so much interesting. Ask again, Shankaracharya. Gurudev, please explain about the Brahma Sutra first verse. Atato Brahma Jigyasa. Therefore inquire about Brahma.
Tous les disciples s'enquièrent auprès de Shri Shankaracharya, s'il te plaît Gurudev, explique-nous.
Then after a few minutes, Shankaracharya asked, where is Giri?
Et à ce moment-là, Shri Shankaracharya demande, où est Giri?
That means that all they thinking, that means Gurudev, you are waiting for Giri? I mean, he is stupid nonsense, he has no Sanskrit knowledge. He only cooking, washing your cloth, he has no Sanskrit. How possible he can answer about this? Vedanta Sutra, philosophy.
Tous les disciples demandent, mais pourquoi vous voulez voir Giri? C'est un demeuré, il sait que cuisiner, laver le linge, il ne comprend rien à tout ça.
Then after a few minutes, Giri, his personal assistant, he came.
Donc après quelques minutes, Giri arrive, qui est son
Shankaracharya asked Giri, could you explain what did I say? About Athato Brahma Jigyasa.
Donc Shri Shankaracharya lui demande, alors Giri, s'il te plaît, explique-nous ce que j'ai dit hier à propos de ce verset.
Then Giri, very humble, first he paid obeisances, lotus feet of Guru, Shankaracharya.
Donc, très humblement, Giri rend d'abord son hommage à son maître.
Then very nicely, fluently, he told all Vedanta Sutra in Sanskrit word.
Et de façon très fluide, il donne un commentaire de ce verset.
Eh? All the intellectual students, disciples of Shankaracharya, they become very surprised. How possible? Giri is speaking so nicely, very beautiful. How possible?
Et le tout en sanskrit, et du coup toute l'assemblée est complètement surprise, stupéfaite.
Then Shankaracharya, they asked Shankaracharya, Gurudev, how possible? Always we joked. Giri is stupid nonsense, only is cooking and washing the cloth. No Sanskrit. But now he's speaking very well. How did you know?
Qui demande alors Gurudev comment c'est possible, ça guérit, on se fout tout le temps de lui, on dit qu'il est bon juste à cuisiner, à faire le linge. Comment se fait-il qu'il soit capable de parler en sanskrit?
Then Shankaracharya told, this is the result of servicing Guru Seva.
Et Shankaracharya répond que ça c'est le résultat du service au Guru.
You serve to Guru, automatically all your tattva siddhanta automatically what? Manifested what? And attain Suddha Bhakti also.
Par le service à Shri Guru, tous les siddhantas vont se manifester dans le cœur.
Bhakti not depend on anything. Bhakti only depend on how much you Guru Seva, how much you confident with the Gurudev, Guru Nishtha. This is called the backbone of our bhajan and sadhana. Gurudev again and again remind this word. What is the word? Guru Nishtha. Guru Nishtha, this is called the backbone of our bhajan and sadhana. If you are Guru Nishtha, automatically Bhakti will manifest in life.
Donc la bhakti dépend uniquement de la foi ferme dans le Guru. On appelle cela la colonne vertébrale de la bhakti.
Give up the Tarkapantha. Tarkapantha means give up your argument, dry logic. You have to follow the instruction of Guru and Shastra.
Donc il faut abandonner la tendance à l'argumentation et au débat.
And faith, instruction of Gurudev. Guru Mukha Padma Vakka Chittete Koriya Vaikka. Arna Koriya Moniasa. Sri Guru Cha Rana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sarma Bandha Muni Sabadhana Bandha Muni Sabadhana Jahar Prasade Hai Isra Kriya Krishna Prapti Guru Mukha Padma Bhakta Chittete Koriya Guru Mukha Padma Bhakta Chittete Koriya Arna Koriya Mane Asa Arna Koriya Mane Asa Guru Mukha Padma Bhakta Chittete Koriya Arna Koriya Mane No any other hope. Only your hope is what? My Gurudev. What is it? This is the perfect, absolutely truth. No need to evidence from Shastra. My Gurudev is Shastra. What did he say? That is the Shastra. Because bona fide Guru, he speaks, not the Abul Tabul,
Here and there.
here and there. He must speak everything, but the evidence of Shastra.
Donc Shri Guru, quand il parle, en fait, il est automatiquement en ligne, en phase avec les Écritures. On n'a pas besoin d'aller chercher la preuve de ce qu'il dit dans les Écritures.
So always your faith, instruction, my Gurudev. My Gurudev, what is saying? This is the absolutely truth.
Toujours avoir la foi aux instructions de Shri Guru.
Guru Vakka, Mukha Padma Vakka, Chittete Koriya. This is the evidence. Many Shastra Gurudev gave many examples. If I hold that whole night and speak to you. In the Ramayana, the disciple of, what is his name? क्या नाम? Sabari Katha. Sabari's Guru, Matanga Rishi. Very carefully listen also this. Gurudev also remind to you. Many times Gurudev told in his prachar field in the western country. Gurudev also told this Katha. I am not speaking anything. What I am speaking, what did I listen from? Gurudev Nam Goswami. That thing just I remind to you. You also listen. Matanga Rishi, he told, here Sabari, you stay in my ashram. One day, Ram will come in my ashram. and directly take darshan to him. So Sabari Rishi, Sabari Devi, old days. She was born in low caste family. Look, Guru Bhakta. Every day she also decorate that place. And thinking, my Gurudev told Ram or Krishna, Ram and Lakshman will come in this ashram. So for this regard, every day he collected very nice, beautiful flowers and decorated. We were thinking how possible Ram will walk in this path. Look this thing. And he also collected very nice sweet fruits. Ram and Lakshman will come. Because Gurudev told, this is the faith. And one day Ram and Lakshman also came in her ashram. Guru Bhakta Nishtha. If you have this Guru Bhakta Nishtha, then you attain your perfection goal.
Srila Gurudev a raconté beaucoup de choses pour illustrer en fait cette foi en Shri Guru, mais notamment une histoire issue du Ramayana, l'histoire de Sobari qui avait comme maître Markandeya Rishi. Matanga Rishi. Pardon. Et donc son maître spirituel lui avait dit un jour, tu dois rester dans mon ashram car un jour Shri Ram et Shri Lakshman vont venir et tu pourras avoir leur darshan. Donc elle a automatiquement pris dans son cœur l'instruction de son gourou et c'était une personne de basse caste et tous les jours en fait pour satisfaire son gourou et dans l'espoir d'accueillir Ram, elle arrangeait de façon très jolie l'ashram et en même temps elle mettait des pétales de fleurs sur le chemin qui menait à l'ashram au cas où Ram et Lakshman viendraient. Effectivement, un jour ils sont venus.
Same way we see Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj Katha. His many disciples glorified about him. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj told, you stay here at Bhubaneswar. One day this temple will be world famous temple. That time he was alone. Of this Katha, just I remind you. The Guru Bhakta, his Vishwas. He was staying alone in Bhubaneswar. Just a small hut. And now look, there is a world famous temple. Guru Vishwas, Guru Bhakta Vishwas, from faith of Gurudev.
De la même façon, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj avait demandé à son disciple, Srila Gaur Govinda Swami, de rester dans une hutte à Bhubaneswar, et qu'il avait prédit que ce temple deviendrait un des plus fameux dans le monde. Mais à cette époque-là, c'était un endroit très dangereux dans la jungle, très inconfortable. Et Gaur Govinda Maharaj, animé de la foi en son maître spirituel, est resté dans une petite hutte jusqu'à la construction du temple, la fin de la construction.
So this is the Prahlad Maharaj, this is the best teaching. Guru Suswa Bhakta Sarva Lavinacha Sange Sadhu Bhaktanam Isra Aradhaninacha. Sadhu Sangha. Guru Seva, Sadhu Sangha. This is our life, nothing.
Ceci est la meilleure instruction qu'a donnée Srila Prahlad Maharaj. Sadhu Sangha et Guru Seva.
And this is our teaching of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prabhu kahe Vaishnava Seva Nam Sankirtan Dui Kara Sigro Bhavi Govinda Charan. Mahaprabhu told. Not many instructions. If you give many instructions, you will confuse. What to do, what to not do. It is better give 2 instructions best. If you give too many instructions, you confuse. But 2 instructions. For the Mahaprabhu told. Prabhu kahe Vaishnava Seva. Serve Vaishnava and chant holy names. That Vaishnava means Guru. Vaishnava is Guru, Guru is Vaishnava. Vaishnava Seva, Nam Sankirtan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Donc Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu a également donné ses instructions. Chanter les saints noms, servir les Vaishnavas. En l'occurrence, Vaishnava, ça veut dire Shri Guru.
Now coming end, finish about the Prahlad Charitra Katha, when Lord Nrsimhadev killed Prahlad's father, Hiranyakashipu.
Je finis avec l'histoire de Prahlad Maharaj. Donc quand le Seigneur Nishingadev est apparu, il a tué Hiranyakashipu.
That time Lord Nrsimhadev very ferocious and aggressive. Mahaprabhu, aggressive.
Et donc le Seigneur Nishingadev était dans un sentiment très, très en colère et très agressif.
And all demigods came. And they are to top Sutya. But Lord Nrsimhadev just looking to all the demigods.
Donc, toute l'assemblée des Devas et
Hein?
des déesses étaient là pour rendre hommage à Nishingadev,
Hein?
mais il les a juste regardés comme
오
ça.
그러기랑 마하마비스는 jalanta sarvatomukha nishina visanam bhadram mrittu mrittu namaham. Ugramurti Nishimati. Ah! Then suddenly Lord Nishinadev said to Brahma, "Hey Brahma!" Then Brahma's body started to say, Papa, "Hey Brahma! Why did you give this type of benediction to demon?" Then because he disturbed my devotee. Then Brahmaji began to Prabhu, again I'll do this. Again. Then Sivji noticed, maybe Nishinadev, he will be chastised to me. Then Sivji also ran away. Brahmaji all ran away.
Donc le Seigneur Shingadev regardait tous les Devas comme ça, avec un air très féroce. D'un seul coup, il a hurlé sur Brahma. Il lui a dit, mais Brahma, pourquoi tu as donné cette bénédiction à ce démon? Il a dérangé mon pur dévot. Donc Brahma, lui, il était complètement paniqué. Il ne savait pas quoi dire. Alors quand Shiva il a vu ça, il est sorti en douce. Tous les Devas, ils ont fait pareil.
Then all demigod told to Lakshmi Devi with the consort of Lord Narayan, hey, you are wise, so you can go to pacify your husband, Nishinadeva. But Lakshmi Devi, she told, this time I can't go.
Même les déesses ont demandé à Lakshmi, qui est la compagne éternelle de Nishingadev.
Then everybody told Prahlad, you go. When Prahlad just come in front of Lord Nishingadev, then Nishingadev completely, before he was very aggressive. Now Nishingadev had completely tears rolling down, and he took Prahlad and seated on his lap. Who can sit on the lap of Lord Nishingadev? Before he was very aggressive. And now Nishingadev completely changed, and so much Vatsala Bhav, parental mood, Bhakta Vatsala coming. And even Lord Nishingadev crying and tears rolling down. You have seen that picture? How Lord Nishingadev crying and patting back of Prahlad. Told Prahlad, and too late for me to come to you. Your father disturbed you and tried to kill you many ways, but I have come too late. Prahlad, you ask any benediction, I will give to you. I am Bhagavan, Sarvashaktiman. I can give any benediction to you. Ask any benediction. But Prahlad Maharaj, he did say. Prahlad told, hey Prabhu, I perform bhajan sadhan to you. Not for any bills. I am not businessman. Businessman means you. Buy one, get one, free one. You pay, you get. But free will give. No one free. This is only the advertisement. So you can ask, okay, free one. First give me free one, then I will buy. But that is a business tip. So Prahlad Maharaj told, Prabhu, I am not businessman, commercial person. I am not commercial person. I perform a bhajan and sadhan. I don't ask any benediction from you. But Lord Nishinadev, you know, Prahlad, you ask again and again. If you not take any benediction from me, I am not happy. Then Prahlad Maharaj finally told, oh Lord Nishinadev, my father disturbed you, disturbed to others. He committed offense, and please deliver him from this material world. Then Lord Nishinadev told Prahlad, actually he did not ask anything from me. Why? Because Shastra gives evidence. And even with the neophyte devotee Kanishta Adhikari, just to receive Harinam Diksha from one Guru, bona fide Guru. No Shastra Gyan, nothing. That is called the Kanishta Adhikari. This Kanishta Adhikari, understand Kanishta Adhikari? Neophyte devotee can deliver seventh generation from his mother side and from his father side. Madhyam Adhikari, intermediate devotee, Shastra Gyan, perform bhajan and sadhan, following all the rules and regulations. Madhyam Adhikari, intermediate. And he can deliver 14th generation from his mother side and his father side. And Uttam Bhagavad, Uttam Bhagavad is that I told. High class, exalted devotee. Sarvabhuti Sujapasya Bhagavad Vatmane, this one. He can deliver 21 generation from his mother side, from you. Lord Nrsimhadev told Prahlad, you are Uttam Uttam Mahabhagavad. Already your father delivered from this material world. That means you did not ask anything. I am not happy. You asked a benediction to me. I will give to you. Then Prahlad, finally what did he say? Prahlad Maharaj, he told, Prabhu, may I go to the hell, Narak, to suffering, to all the sinful activities of the living entities. But you deliver all the living entities from this material world. Then Lord Nrsimhadev's heart melted. Prahlad, I promise, if anybody listen my katha, Prahlad Nrsimha katha, attentively. If you listen to Prahlad Nrsimha katha, 100% guarantee you will deliver from this material world. Nrsimha Prahlad katha. Then Prahlad Maharaj finally also he asked another benediction. What did he say? Prayena deva munayo sabimukta kama. Read Bhagavad. I am not saying. What saying? Prahlad Maharaj saying. Prayena deva munayo sabimukta kama. Maunam charanti vicharena pararthanista. Prahlad Maharaj told him, Nrsimhadev Bhagavan, I am not selfish person. Those who perform bhajan and sadhan deliver from this material world. They are called Sharthi. Sharthi means selfish person. Because they want to deliver himself. They are not looking to others. But he, Nrsimhadev, you give me benediction. I will preach your Hari Katha, your glorification, all over the world. And if anybody listen your Katha now, they will deliver from this material world. So find this verse. Prayena deva munayo sabimukta kama maunam charanti vicharena pararthanistha. Very nice verse. Prahlad Maharaj. Then Nrsimhadev very happy. Then Nrsimhadev told Prahlad, I am giving blessing to you. You please. Hari Nam, Hari Katha all over the world. And I will always protect you.
Donc, le petit Srila Prahlad Maharaj, quand il s'est présenté devant Nishingadev, Nishingadev a complètement changé son humeur. D'un seul coup, il a été submergé par un amour parental. Il a pris le petit Prahlad, il l'a mis sur ses genoux, il a commencé à le caresser et il s'est excusé. Il lui a dit depuis le temps qu'en fait ton père te fait souffrir, tu m'as prié et je suis venu en retard. Excuse-moi, tu as subi tellement de tourments. S'il te plaît, demande-moi une bénédiction. Il faut absolument que je t'accorde une bénédiction. Donc Prahlad Maharaj, je dis mais moi je t'ai jamais prié, je t'ai jamais adoré pour obtenir quelque chose. Je ne suis pas un businessman. Donc malgré tout, il lui demande quand même la bénédiction que son père qui a causé tant de malheur, qui a fait souffrir tellement de personnes, puisse être libéré. Et là-dessus, Nishingadev lui dit mais tu sais, dans les Écritures, il est dit que même le dévot du stade le moins élevé, le Kanishta, peut délivrer 7 générations du côté maternel et du côté paternel. Le dévot de niveau madhyam peut en délivrer 14, et le plus haut niveau, Uttam, 21 générations. Donc ceci, en fait, ça t'est déjà accordé, c'est pas une bénédiction que je te donne. Demande-moi vraiment une bénédiction. À ce moment-là, Srila Prahlad Maharaj lui dit, si je peux, en fait, prendre les activités pécheresses de tous les êtres, et même si je dois aller en enfer pour cela, je les prends, et à ce moment-là, ils pourront tous être délivrés et pénétrer le monde spirituel. Donc, à partir de là, il demande encore une autre bénédiction. C'est laquelle déjà, pardon.
Pour pouvoir prêcher les gloires.
Ah oui, de pouvoir glorifier et prêcher les gloires de Shri Nishingadev dans le monde entier.
Là, son cœur, il a fondu et il a dit quiconque écoute ce kata.
Ah voilà. Et donc le cœur de Nishingadev a fondu et il lui a donné la bénédiction que quiconque écouterait le kata, le récit en fait de cette histoire, serait automatiquement purifié et délivré du monde matériel.
For this regard, Bhaktisanta Prabhupada, he explained two kinds of Guru Seva. Again, in fact, Guru Seva, this is very important. Two kinds of Guru Seva. One is called Bopu Seva, another is called Vani Seva. Vani Seva means preach Gurudev Katha, spread all over the world. Then Guru will please. That is called Brihat Mridanga Seva. Gurudev explained this. Bhaktisanta Prabhupada. If you play this Mridanga drum, the sound will go how many? Maybe 10 meters, 5 meters, then your neighbor will come, hey! 5 meters. Understand? Western country. Then call the police. They start to our sleeping. But Brihat Mridanga Seva, that is called Guru's Hari Katha. And Krishna Katha spread, preach everywhere. And going to one part of the world, another part of the world. And spread. Gurudev Katha is spread. And that is called Brihat Mridanga Seva means print Gurudev Katha and spread to everywhere. What might Gurudev told? And you spread everywhere. Then everybody will get benefit. Then Guru will be praised. That is called Guru Seva. That is called no.
Vanille.
Bani Seva. That is called best service. And understand? For the Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, he told, he inspired all his disciples. And book distributed. That is called the Bani Seva. And all books might go to house, everybody. Then they can read Bhagavad Gita, they can read Chaitanya Charitamrita. And for this, he got thousand, millions his disciples. And they engage all his katha and all his translation, not only one language. How many languages they transcribed? About 400 languages. Every Muslim language, Arabic language also. Guru will be pleased this. Guru Seva means this. Guru Seva not means Jai Gurudev, how can you serve him? Are Guru Seva, this is the Guru Seva. Best service. Praise to everyone. Inspire all. All you are qualified. Who is unqualified? No one unqualified. You are thinking you are unqualified. You are not unqualified. You are qualified. Jare dekho tare ko Krishna Upadesh. You will say anybody, chant holy name, but you need the qualification. Sometimes you are preaching, but I am not qualified. What is the meaning of that? Jare dekho tare ko Krishna Upadesh. If you say anybody, chant holy names, they will automatically ask, what is the holy name? Who is Krishna? They will automatically come. One cat is sitting on the bank of the river, are thinking when all the water will go out, then I will cross the river. Morning to evening, water going down, Then again they go, maybe this water is coming, when all water go, I will come. But morning to evening, never, the river never dry. And never you can cross the river. Now what is the teaching? This is Bhakti Santa Prabhupada. Are you just jumped in the water and also swimming? You are sit on the bank of the river and thinking, okay, and when I learn the swim, then we go to the water. And fast you go to the water, then also learn to swim. But not go very fast, but far. This is also true. You learn. Nowadays, very swimming pool. Understand? We born in village and their pond also. That time we never saw the swimming pool.
Swimming lessons.
No need. So that means is you practice, do bhajan and sadhana, and preach to everybody. Learn Shastra, read Shastra, Upadeshamrita, Manasika, Sikh Shastra, and tell to everybody. You are thinking, oh, I am not qualified. When I will qualify then? Or you will never qualify. If you not read Shastra, you will qualify. You go to preach, then people will ask you. Then automatically your knowledge will come, how to give the answer. Understand? Very simple. What they're speaking. If you go to the preach, then you understand what they're preaching, what their question. Then the answer will find clear. Just I give an example. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj came. Then the priest, they ask, we are eating meat, cow meat. Why are you eating cow meat? His simple way he told. Not anything. He told. Or Hindus, they believe cow is their mother. Because cow gives milk. So how possible to cut the mother? Would you kill your mother? Then priest completely hurt. He did not answer. This is true. So when you go to preach, then question, what kinds of question they are asking? Then automatically that answer coming from your heart. And if you not go to preach, so what answer will you give? You think I learn all Shastra, then I will go to preach. Well, no. I go to preach. Simple. Then what people are asking, then you inquire the Shastra. Then read.
Donc, il y a plusieurs façons de prêcher, de servir en fait Shri Guru, mais la meilleure des façons c'est de diffuser ces enseignements et de prêcher, d'étendre en fait, de diffuser ces enseignements. Donc, le Brihan Mridanga c'est aussi d'imprimer des livres et de les diffuser. C'est ce que Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj a demandé à ses disciples de faire et c'est ce qu'ils ont fait. Il ne faut pas s'imaginer toujours qu'on n'est pas qualifié pour pouvoir prêcher les enseignements de Shri Guru. Si on passe notre temps à dire qu'on n'est pas qualifié, on est comme le chat qui était au bord de la rivière, qui voyait la rivière couler, il voulait traverser, mais il se disait toujours bon, je vais attendre que la rivière se vide, comme ça après je pourrai traverser. Mais non, à un moment il faut se jeter à l'eau, c'est très simple, on se jette à l'eau, on barbote un peu, on gesticule et on va y arriver. Donc l'idée c'est pas de se dire qu'on doit étudier toutes les écritures avant de commencer à prêcher, c'est qu'en fait on se lance et qu'on va être inspiré. Quand les gens vont nous poser des questions, quand on leur dit simplement de chanter les sermons, ils vont forcément nous poser des questions et les réponses vont venir de notre cœur.
And so everybody, and Sad Gurudev, Guru Seva. And not do anything, Guru Seva. This is your aim and objective. How my Gurudev will bless. Guru Sususwa, this part. Jassa Prasada, the Bhagavat Prasadu, Jasya Prasada, Gati. Thanks, Vantas, Yashas Trisamani. Bandi Guru Sri, Jai Gurudev ki Balo Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Guru Deva Maybe 5 minutes. If you have any question, you can ask. Because of class finished. Today Ekadashi. Ekadashi is little bit pleasure. This is more of whole day, every day you are eating, today less eating, less sleep. Understand? But today more Harikatha. But if you have any question, if you have any doubts, you can ask.
Gurudev, who was Prahlad in his previous life?
Prahlad Maharaj is the eternal assessor of Lord Narasimha. If I tell you that, then more confusion will come. But you think Prahlad Maharaj is the eternal associate of Lord Narasimha.
But is it true he was born in a Brahmin family and associated with the prostitute?
This katha no need now.
Okay.
Then, what do you say?
He said that Mahaprabhu doesn't come for the kapat, for the duplicious.
What did I say? Today's katha.
Yeah, and you also said that today you said that we can't serve Guru with duplicity. As well. You said we can't serve Guru with duplicity, with kapat. So
what do you mean the duplicity? Guru Seva duplicity means what? Because some is thinking, if I stay very close to Gurudev, then everybody gives so much money, then that money will come in my pocket. I am not criticizing to anybody, but all that Guru Seva is not that. Most of them they are doing this way. Though, I am not criticizing to anybody, but sometimes they are thinking these things. Because I am very close to Gurudev, and then I get lot of benefit. That is your kapat Guru Seva. Understand? So for this regard, Shastra saying, give up these types of duplicity and hypocrisy. Do you understand? Many people think because everybody give respect to Gurudev, if I stay very close to Gurudev, and maybe after departure of Gurudev, then I am the, what is called? Successor. I am the successor. And lot of money in my pocket. Because when Guru, they were all my pocket, all money is yours in my pocket. That types of Guru Seva is called duplicity Guru Seva. I am not saying anybody, but don't you, what is called? Misunderstand, misinterpret. I am not saying to anybody. And this is also Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada saying. And sometimes, very carefully, other you will commit offense. Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada explained, sometimes they also start Gurudev very close to Gurudev because they are thinking, and if I am very close to Gurudev, then everybody will respect me. And if I go to meet with Gurudev, then first I ask his servant, may I to meet? And yes, no. Yes or no? He is all in all. He is thinking, I am the controller. That is his work, duplicity. Most of them is doing this also. Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada explained, when Guru departed, then you can understand the perfect sarup of his disciple or Guru Seva. You understand?
Yes. You mean that if you serve Gurudev without any other desire other than to please him, some kapat, some duplicity is there?
No, you have to give up that Guru Seva. Shal kapat rahit Guru Seva. I don't want anything from Gurudev. I serve to how the Guru is pleased. That is Guru Seva. If you think, I serve Gurudev these types of, what is called? Position will come. That is called duplicity. That is not Guru Seva. Guru Seva means it, honestly, how Guru will please. This is the main thing. Try to understand this. Guru Seva.
Maharaj, but if I'm serving Gurudev you're saying we serve Gurudev for him to be pleased. What if I'm serving Gurudev for him to be pleased with me?
Please with
me.
क्या बोल रहे हो?
सिर्फ हमको खुशी रखने के वो हमको खुशी रखने. Gurudev will be pleased with me only. I want to please Gurudev so that he will be pleased with me only, not anyone else. Is that right?
Listen. How? You try to understand. First, try to understand the heart of Guru. Then you will properly serve Guru. If you don't know the heart of Guru, so how to serve properly to serve Guru? Guru asks, bring water. But what water he will drink? What water do you bring for Guru? Hot water or cold water? If you don't know the heart of the Guru, Guru's health, so what water you will offer to Gurudev? Maybe hot time, very hot. But Gurudev is sick. You are thinking, no, today is very hot. Have to give water, Gurudev, what is called? Ice water. Gurudev will be eat, will be drink or not? So first to understand the heart of Guru. If you don't know the heart of Guru, how to you cannot serve also this. This is also another thing. Srimati Radhika, she serves to Krishna. Why? Because Srimati Radhika, she knows the heart of Krishna. For this regard, Srimati Radhika, she properly, she serves to Krishna. You read the book, Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad, what is called? What is it called? Prema Samput. That Devangana, Krishna came in the disguised form of Devangana. Then Devangana Krishna asked to Srimati Radhika, why did you angry with Krishna? If you love your beloved Krishna, why did you angry? That time Srimati Radhika, she told, listen, if would I angry, Krishna will be pleased. For Krishna's pleasure, I became angry. Others not. All her activities, you understand? Srimati Radhika's all her activities for the actual pleasure for Krishna. That means Srimati Radhika, she knows the heart of Krishna. So in the same way, you can serve to Guru, properly serve to Guru. And this is high level, you have seen the high level katha. Otherwise, if I do I don't know the heart of Guru, so it is better I should not serve Guru. And it is better before Guru I can eat and sleep. But you are asking high level katha. Srimati Radhika, she served this. She knows. Nirantarang vasikritam patiti nandane kadakari sasyamang kripakataksha bhajanam. And Srimati Radhika, she knows Krishna is complete Lord. Control my love. Nirantarang basik krita pratiti nanda nandane kada kari sasyaman krita katachavajan. Where you will go? Where Krishna will go? Even Chandravali cannot give pleasure to Krishna. Only Srimati Radhika exclusively he played for Krishna here and there again return back. So for this Nirantarang basik krita pratiti nanda nanda. Pratiti nanda. He knows. Yeah, only I can give pleasure to Krishna. This time. So in the same way, this is Guru Seva. Guru Seva, Guru means is not heavy. Not light. Guru means also heavy. But in the beginning, you can serve. Guru accept all your service. Guru knows. Otherwise, Guru will not give chance to you. You never progress, never serve. This is true. You don't know how to cook. But okay, you bring nice rice. And it's very nice. You cook very nice. And that is your complete useless. No salt, nothing. But then you enthusiastic. Yes. Try to understand. So for this regard, Guru, this is also great. And Guru, what is called? Create the
Opportunity.
I don't know.
Enthusiasm.
Encouragement in the heart of his disciple. Serve. Serve Gurudev. Anyhow, serve. You got to make garland. You don't know how to make the garland. But you can make garland. Then Gurudev says, oh, this is your garland. Very nice. I saw also many also in Gurudev when preaching Western country, that garland is nothing useless. But Gurudev told that, oh, your garland very nice. Next time, Lord, then there's so much interest. Yes, there's nothing. Bringing the light. Because this is the nature. And if with it, you're getting nothing. Then they will never will come back. Understand? Especially in this material world, how many disciples? Most of the arrow disciples. Arrow disciples, understand? Taking Diksha Harinam and never come back. As like arrow. Arrow, understand? Going to the and go and go, never leave. For this regard, also saying 6 types of disciples. How many? 6 disciples. So among the 6, that is called arrow disciple. And going and another disciple also, another is called, what is called? Bhumirang. Bhumirang disciple. Maybe after 50 years he turned back. Then ask Gurudev, you forget me? Tell me my name. 50 years passing. Understand? Maybe she was 15 years took Diksha from Guru and now 65. Gurudev. So they say, what is your name? Gurudev, you forget me! Gurudev! After 50 yes. I remember. Tell to me your name. Gurudev, my this. Then again return back and again finish. This type of discipline. Another disciple. Gurudev told, hey, today my one special guest has come. Go to the market and bring 4 Rasagulla. Okay, Gurudev gave money. Then he went in the market. He bought 4 Rasagulla. Then on the way, so much saliva coming. Then he ate one. Then again in this way, he ate 3. How many Rasagulla he brought? 1. Then Gurudev asked, hey, I told you to buy 4 Rasagulla. Why did you bring 1? Then disciple Gurudev, do you know? In your class, always you told, nowadays, so many also, I know. What is called? Not pure, no? So, if you buy anything, you have to test. That's good or bad. So for this regard, I bought 4. Then I test 1. is good or not. Yeah? Understand? Yes? Indian people, they are putting in the, maybe that is not good. So I test one. Okay, 3. Then one day your class, you told 3 number is not good. 3 number, not good. So I'm thinking 3 number is what? Inauspicious. So I get 1. So the white 2. Then Gurudev, listen, don't take my offense. Gurudev, I'm thinking I'm your only one disciple. You are very generous. Always you eat 1 and also you keep 1 remnant for me. So I'm thinking this is Gurudev, this is for me. So I not take my part. So I ate. Gurudev said, "Very stupid, how possible we ate 3 Rasgulla? How possible? Gurudev, this is very easy. They take this, Gurudev. This type of thing. Understand? Many got the now 9:50 you have to call this. Guru Seva. No. You have to serve Gurudev. Niskapat Seva. Niskapate Habe Kab Bhaktivinoda Thakur saying this. Niskapate Kabe Habe Hanatasa. Listen this. गुरुदेव बड़ कृपा करी गौरवन माझे गुरुदेव बड़ कृपा करी बड़ कृपा करी गोत्र में दिया से मैं तो बोलो actually this is the niskapate kabe hana dasa. When I will give up all my duplicity hypocrisy and want to do Gurudev, serve Gurudev. Understand these things. Gurudev lecture will see. But what do you want? You want me bhakti or you want name, fame, reputation, position? What do you want? What do you want? Position, name, fame, reputation or bhakti? If you want bhakti, give other things. Come to me. Not other things. Come on, Pandit. With me. I will give to you everything. I honestly tell you, if any disciple of Tamal Krishna Maharaj, don't take offense. I tell honestly, 96 or 97 in Devananda Gauri Math, Tamal Krishna Maharaj and some also came to meet with Gurudev. That time he was crying, Tamal Krishna Maharaj. But what happened? Our, what is called? GVC. Completely are banned to me. If you meet with Narayan Maharaj, completely are rejected. Even don't you also meet with me. No any connection. No read his book, nothing. Only Prabhupada is come. He was crying and crying. He asked Gurudev, Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Gurudev, what will do now? Gurudev told this katha. What do you want? If you want bhakti or if you want good position. If you want your position, you can go. I cannot stop to anything. I directly listen this katha. I don't know who take or not, but this is direct because I was staying with Gurudev that time. If you want, you can go. You decide. If you want to bhakti, you give up. Everything come to me. And if you want your position, you can go. You decide. Gurudev told, Hare Krishna. I remember this. The same thing Gurudev sometimes will say, what do you want? If you want to make bhakti, come. I don't want to anything for you. I will give you bhakti to you. Gurudev lecture he saying this. So this is the thing. You come to Gurudev, only one thing. You ask Gurudev, give me Suddha Bhakti. Dhanna Janna Ar Kavita Sundari Bolivo Na Chahi Deha Sukha Kari Janme Janme Dao Iho Ohe Gaura Hari Ahitu Ki Bhakti Charane Tumar. न धनं न जनं संदरिं कवितां वा जगदीशकां मम जन्म जन्मनेश्वरी भवता भक्ति अहितुकीर्तय. You ask Gurudev, you ask Lord Chaitanya Mahadev, I don't want anything. Only Suddha Bhakti. This is true. Gurudev for these things. Gurudev, he will give bhakti. He is Vancha Kalpatru. What you deserve, he will fulfill all your desires. If you want name, fame, reputation, wealth, money, he will give. And if you want Suddha Bhakti, he will give. What you want? You decide. Who will give this? You understand this thing? So this is our main object, how to fulfill the desire of Gurudev. Guru Seva. But one thing I tell you, if Sad Gurudev Bhakti manifests on Soda, then automatically all kinds of facilities will come. You understand? What is the evidence? Again. What is the evidence? Bhakti Staishrita Bhagavan Jadi Sat Daivana Krishnamurti Mukti Sangyuktanjali Sevate Asman Dharma Artha Kama Moksha Samaya Pratiksha. If you practice Suddha Bhakti, the nature of Suddha Bhakti, Dharma, religion, Artha, economical development, Dharma Artha Kama, all kinds of facility you will get, Dharma Artha Kama, and Moksha also, liberation will come. And they all will heart and pray to you. You accept or not? As well. So saying this Bharat Sachi. You practice bhakti. Bhakti Spiritual Bhavan Jiri Sad Daivana Kusamurti Mukti Sang Mukutanjali Sivate Asman Dharma Artha Kama Moksha Samana Pratiksha. They will give everything. And all things you Sad to Gurudev, Sad to Krishna, Krishna Seva, Govinda Seva. Your pocket should be what? Empty. What you will get? Everything is offered to Guru and Krishna. This is the process. Everything is offered to Guru Seva, Krishna Seva, Govinda Seva. Not other things. If anybody gives something, you offer to Guru and Krishna. Krishna Seva, Govinda Seva. All things you also serve Gurudev preaching service. Why not? Give everything to Gurudev and serve. Then, so you will free. This is the process, Guru Seva. And if you want your position, then Gurudev what to do? Jai Shri Gurudev ki. But don't take my offense. What is listen I told you. I'm not criticizing you, but this is true. Sad Gurudev. And Sakratya, how did they also? Gurudev also plays with them. Everybody. All you also serve Gurudev. And Gurudev preach Western country. All you also are serve Gurudev. Gurudev, before coming, all you preach. For this regard I saw. In France also there, Toulouse. Many devotees are coming. Why? How they are coming? Because all the devotees, they preach. And they also call, come, Gurudev Katha, Hari Katha. So thousand devotees are coming in that festival. And all over the world, everybody is coming. Many times also, what is it? In Toulouse, France. I think there.
Best place.
I also there. Where the European country, every festival, I was there.
Yeah.
That time he was Brahmachari. So love and affection. And Gurudev's very near and dear is also. Bodyguard. Because why I'm saying? Because all you preach for Gurudev. And for the Gurudev, please with you. Why not? Gurudev please with you. And for the many devotees. Understand? Varishthanasana Prabhu, very so kind.
Maharaj, Sarvadarshi is here. You receive Gurudev in his house. For big festival.
Big festival. I remember. Yeah. Yo, he's hiding here. I remember. I also staying in his house many times also. Yes, New Mayapur, he also arranged Gurudev.
Yes.
Very nice. Everybody. Very nice. But I tell you, Varishnasana Prabhu always high, very humble. Sometimes when Gurudev asks, who is he? Then I go, then come. Remember, many times. Gurudev so much love in us. He is qualified. Every time I'll tell him, take sannyas. His brother, what is his name? That is
Prakash.
Prakash. Coming. Both also qualified.
Which one take first?
And he speaks very nice, good.
The kata is becoming very sour now, Maharaj. Everybody is very unhappy.
Sour means this is a sour, taking sour. Lesson 2. Sour of rain, Bhakti Devi. Yeah. Everybody is quiet. And why I'm saying everybody that time also served Gurudev. But they are Gurudev very pleased. Guru Sheva. And Gurudev inspired to everybody. Even the giants, large ladies, also Gurudev inspired. I will tell them whose name. Everybody served Gurudev. So this is the process. Interesting. Our next generation. They should be enthusiastic. Sadhu Guru Sheva. If you not tell this katha, how they will inspire? You understand? They inspire to it. Sadhu Guru. Then inspire. Ras Prabhu, very sweet. And many times he also met with Gurudev. Sadhu Gurudev. Everybody was there. I am looking to everybody. How they serve Gurudev. And completely dedicated to Gurudev. So in the same way, our next generation should be inspired. And publishing books and distributing books. Gurudev inspired. Why do you think that? He said the book tell. Tomorrow I will have to see. All the books would be
Gone.
And Gurudev told me many times. He told me, I remember. When was the next day? All books completely here.
Gone.
Then all devotees. Gurudev told, just not for you. You also buy 10 books for your friends. They give to them. Gurudev inspired or not? Prabhu, Maharaj. Look this. How Gurudev inspired? Look this. So I inspire to you. Sir Gurudev, all sir. Don't you think, Maharaj, oh Gurudev not here, no Mahabhagavat running here. This is not, don't do this. Many people also they have this types of what is called. Oh Gurudev not in here, no Mahabhagavat in my Sangha, and go here and there. Are Gurudev is here. Gurudev Bani is here. Gurudev Katha is here. Understand? So always you inspire. Serve Gurudev. Guru Sheva. Preach to him. I never stop. Many people say, Maharaj, you are casual. Why not taking rest? We're taking rest these things. One day will die or not? Who will not die? So it is better. Take Hari Katha. Sometimes I will travel maybe 15 hours flying, 20 hours flying, going to Brazil. Then same time I also giving Hari Katha. When I arrive, after 20 hours duration, 20 hours flying, then same day, maybe my Hari Katha I do know, not 1 hour. My Hari Katha means is at least 3 hours. If everybody go out, no problem. If one body sitting, I have to speak Hari Katha. If you sit here whole night, I can speak today Ekadashi. Everybody know my nature. And more. Why not? Listen Hari Katha. You don't want to listen, but I go by for that. Listen Hari Katha.
कैसे आरती करो आप?
बोलो श्री गुरुदेव की बोलो हाँ आरती करो जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय जय श्री राम